Shalom, family. Boy, I don't know about any of you. You know, the Most High said he would speed up time in the last days of our captivity. It's almost like I remember it being Monday, and now I'm blinking as Thursday. It sure feels like time is moving a lot faster to me. Maybe all of you don't feel that way, but I sure feel it. It just feels like everything is in fast motion these days. I mean, it was like I remember, the Gentiles celebrating their New Year's, and it just seems like we blinked and now it's Thursday. We're at the end of the week. It just seems crazy, but here we are, y'all. And we're going to talk about something that's been going on apparently for quite some time. They are not in the works of offering them citizenship for joining the military. They've been doing it for quite some time. And that's what we're going to discuss this morning. And I want y'all to know how this is being done. I mean, they are literally being handed citizenship. So let's go over this story. Yeah, well, they said they were going to, if they joined the military, it would be faster for them to become citizens. And they're really doing this thing for real. All right. Let me share my screen and then we'll get into this story. Okay. All right. Hopefully everybody can see the screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see the screen. Give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this. All right. So they have been offering this for quite some time. Join the military, become a US citizen. Uncle Sam wants you, right? So there are people that are aware of this. Now, I know we heavily concentrate on those that are coming south of the border. There's a lot of illegal Chinese people up in here, y'all. A lot. A lot of these Asians are illegal too, but the focus is not on them. And you have a lot of illegals from the islands, from Africa. You know, they make it seem like it's just these people south of the border. No. And when I tell you these Asians are here illegal, they're probably as big as the ones coming over south of the border. It's just that they stay silent about it. They won't talk about that at all. So, don't assume that because they're not talking about these other groups, oh, they're way smaller. No, that's not necessarily true. Okay. That's not necessarily true. All right. So, struggling to overcome recruiting shortfalls, the Army and Air Force have bolstered their markets to entice legal residents to enlist. They put out pamphlets in all kinds of media on social media to broaden their reach. Well, legal residents are not the only ones they have been recruiting to. Okay. They're not the only ones, far from the only one. The military has had success in recruiting immigrants, especially those that are seeking jobs, education, and training, as well as a quick route to becoming an American citizen. But they also, in addition, do additional security screening, and they have to help more with filling out signs because many forms and everything, because many of these people are not proficient in English. So when they recruit online, they recruit also in different languages. And they've been doing this on social media now, y'all, for several years. This is not new, and I said this stuff is going on right under our noses and we don't even realize it's happening. So they are recruiting in several different languages in videos online in different languages around the world to let these immigrants know, if you come here to America and you join the US military, you can now fast track to becoming a US citizen. So, so both the Army and Air Force say they will not meet their recruiting goals this year, and the Navy also expect to fall short. Pulling more from immigrant population may not provide the large numbers, but any small boost will help. The Marine Corps is the only service on pace to meeting its goals. So, shortfalls have led to a wide range of new recruiting programs and ad campaigns and other incentives to help the services compete with often higher pay, less risky jobs in the private sector. Defense leaders say young people are less familiar with the military and are drawn more to corporate jobs that provide similar education or other benefits, and want to avoid the risk of injury and death that the service in defense of the United States could bring. In addition, they say that more than 20% meet the physical, mental, and characteristics that they're looking for to join the military. We have large population of legal US citizens who are exceptionally patriotic. Yeah, but you know what? You know what I learned over the years? These people that are all big on patriotism, those are not the ones that are enlisting in your military, y'all. You know, they're all mouth, but they don't put those words to action. A vast majority of these flag waving patriots out here, they have never joined the military. A lot of them haven't. So last October, the Army reestablished a program for legal permanent residents to apply for accelerated naturalization once they do basic training. But y'all, all of these people are not legal at all. Many of them are illegal. So this is what the Air Force has done. Recently, the Air Force had a group of immigrants that got through basic training. They got through their basic training for the Air Force. As soon as they were done, the same day they were done with their basic training, they were sworn in as new US citizens. The same day, listen to me now, the same day they were done with basic training, they were sworn in as US citizens. So these recruits come from all over the world. The ones that are illegal and they use the military to become citizens, they said these are people south of the border: Cameroon, Jamaica, Kenya, the Philippines, Russia, and South Africa are the biggest nations that come over here, and they're fully aware if they go to the military, they fast track to becoming US citizens. All right. So it's that simple. Go through basic training, finish basic training. Same day you're done basic training, you become a citizen. You get sworn in. So they said the program requires change. The US Air Force had to change their policy to coordinate with US Citizenship and Immigration Services and careful screening process to ensure there are no security risks. Before they did this, that's what they did. They got it all in place. So we have to take exceptional measures to be able to thoroughly vet and go through the security clearance investigation, adding that many cases that the immigrants are not immediately put into jobs that require top secret security. So under the new program, recruits are quickly enrolled in the citizenship system. And when they start basic training and expedite process kickoff, including all required paperwork and testing. By the time the Air Force recruits finish the 7 weeks of training, the process is complete and they are sworn in as American citizens. Okay, it's that simple, y'all. And look like all of the branches of the military, they are doing this. They are doing this. And some of these people, they have been sworn in like this since 2016. Y'all hear me? They've been doing this since 2016. Yeah, well, they have and I also read they have interpreters for these people that come and they're not really proficient in English, so that they can get through everything. They have interpreters that help them through the entire process. Interesting, isn't it? How the US is making it so easy for these folks to come in here and do these things. Dark skinned brother, thank you for becoming a new member. And John T. Harden, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Lisa, they have been doing this for years, low key, but now it's fully out in the open. You're absolutely right about that. You're absolutely right. So they're saying many of the branches of the military, they were doing this in 2016 on. So you're talking what now, 8 years? 8 years of doing this? So, yeah, well, when you throw in something like this, yeah, it may be enticing to them. They join the military, go through 7 weeks of basic training, and boom, you're a citizen, you know? And I'm glad I went back to look because, I've had people tell me, oh no, they're, letting these folks join the military. And I have over the years listened to people saying, some of these people be in the military with these thick accents and at first I initially didn't pay that much attention to it. And now that I'm looking at it, oh no, why wait several years when you can become a citizen in just about 7, 8 weeks? You can be a citizen. Hmm. You know, and am I surprised? No, I am not surprised at all. I just didn't know the full details of how this was done until now. Well, yeah, now you taught them, you done taught and trained them and everything. I mean, technically, couldn't it be easy for them to turn on the population here? I'm just saying. Mhm. Well, yeah. Yeah, so I guess if they're looking for a quick way to do it, the military is the quickest way to become a citizen. If not, then that could take a long time, going through the regular process will take several years. Mhm. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things going on, y'all, that we're just right now not aware of at all, but it just goes to show you how they are sneaking these people in, and the average American citizen don't even know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. Mhm. It's no telling how many other things they're doing, and we're just not aware of it. Now, the Army is saying they are vetting these people, but how much vetting are they doing? Because we know recruiting has been down actually for a few decades. It's been down. And people are just not joining the military in this country like they used to. And they're even admitting, even with letting these migrants over to become part of the military, it's still not getting them out of the ditch that they're in as far as recruitment is concerned. But they said it still gives them a small boost. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. I still say I believe this whole thing ultimately is going to backfire. You know, and you see it's about to be explode between these states that are sending, and now you got here in my state in Trenton, so many migrant buses have come in. They said they're going to turn them around and send them right back to Greg Abbott. They're not accepting them, and I think they've already started in this state. In New York and Chicago said the same thing. They're gonna turn these people around and send them back. They don't care. How you doing, Kid Gravity? I did get your email, and I will respond to you. Yes. Yeah, but it would be interesting. I might go online and see if I can locate these different recruiting videos that are in other languages. They said they've been out there for quite some time with them enticing them to come here to America and join the military and become a citizen. I want to just see one of them and see, because they said they're in several languages. So I just want to see if I can find one. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. And please be on the lookout. I'm still waiting for them to release the Jeffrey Epstein list. I am, hearing names drops, and be careful, y'all. There are people putting fake lists out, and I've come across those, where they'll just make up a bunch of names and put on the list and say, "Oh, here's the list," and it's not the list at all. So people are out here doing all kinds of crazy mess. So be careful when you're looking at the list. Most of the ones that are out here right now are fake. So just be mindful of that. Okay, okay, everybody. I will see you later if they happen to come out with the list. But until then, shalom, family.